There's a project that I started earlier in 2021 that's been dragging on and on. As of this recording, it's 2022, and it's still not done. I know, it's so embarrassing because I'm all about productivity. I'm all about putting your gifts and things out in the world, but this is basically what happened. It's just required so many small little steps, and then there's been like resistance and like parts of the project where I needed people's help and they fell through, and all these different things that just made it more difficult than normal. Part of the process was enjoyable. I loved writing, I loved editing, I loved collaborating with people, but it was the logistical parts of finalizing it that was way less enjoyable. And so at this point, the nagging, undone feeling weighs so heavy on me that I know the only way is through. I've definitely thought of multiple times of just forgetting it, scrapping it, throwing it out, but it's like the investment of time and energy and resources is so heavy that it would actually feel worse to quit. So it's almost like, what are the lesser of the two worst feelings, right? So finishing the project is going to be the lesser of the two. And so in this experience, I'm thinking, what is the lesson to be learned here? How can I use this as something to help me in the future other than, okay, delegate more stuff from the beginning and don't just put it all on myself to do it? But another thing I learned from this is that's how learning new spiritual principles and practices can feel. Like it's a lot of effort. There are parts you enjoy and do with no problem. Then there are others where you'd rather stick to what's easy and familiar. But just like my unfinished project, that unfinished internal work will always be there. We can't just throw it out and say, okay, I'm done. Like never gonna be bothered with that again. It's always gonna linger there as an unfinished thing. And so my question became, would you rather push it off and watch that nagging, undone feeling grow bigger or deal with it now? Any process will have parts you dislike. And most people stop doing something as soon as it's uncomfortable or annoying. But when you learn to keep going despite dislike, that's what makes you evolve and become stronger. And so here's a challenge for you. Pick one thing that's weighing on you left unfinished that you could complete once and for all, whether that's a physical project or a spiritual one, and then share with me how it felt. Or you can just send it to me to be like, this is my commitment. I'm going to finish this project, or I'm going to like overcome and evolve through this spiritual block that I have, and let me know. So I hope that by the time this recording comes live, I will have done this project and can be off my shoulders. And I promise in the future that with other projects, I will delegate much sooner and have people do parts of the process that I don't like. So yeah, that's that.